Go to red alert. Prepare to fire phaser banks. Sensors, lock on. Mr. Sulu, continue closing. Mr. Spock, lock phasers into computer. Computer to a control attack.
Computer lock ready, Captain. All systems standing by.
Well, hello again, beautiful people. Welcome to another fantastic build series. I think I got a good one for you this time. Of course, I guess they're all good, but what am I talking about? But anyways, it is the Star Trek bridge. It's the AMT kit. You know, the old, I think it's the 70s kit. Of course, has been revised, but, you know, I think they use the same molds, or I don't know how that works. But anyways, it's a revised version of that old kit. And, I'm going to do the works on this thing. It's going to have lighting galore. I mean, all kinds of lighting. And Photo-etch. It's going to have Photo-etch. Screens. I mean, I got the works. Just everything to make this thing. And I also got the Starling Technologies kit. The light kit. Light and sound kit. I'll explain that in just a bit. And that's the power cord for that. And I also... You know, I was going to, and so most people build their own platform, you know, because it takes a platform to set this thing on, because it's just a diorama, you know, and you got to have a place to set your circuit boards. And, you know, I was trying to figure out, and I was going to build one, and then I found this on Amazon. This is, where's my tape measure? Let me measure this again real quick. Okay, this is 16. Okay, so this is a 16 by 16. I think it's like a picture. It's like for a frame, a picture frame. But I think it's what? I think $20, $30 or something. I mean, hey, it's not bad. And it comes with two of them. I didn't know that. I got it for one, but I got two of them, so I may do another one these days. But this thing is going to work perfectly for a base to put my my bridge on. So this is going to be really cool. Let me show you all the pieces. Let me give you a closer look at everything and let you see everything at a closer view. And let's see if we can get this build. Let's see if we can do this thing. All right, let's do it. Okay, so what we have here is, of course, the bridge, what I just told you, and here's the instructions. I kind of took everything out and kind of looked at it. I was trying to measure the floor, so I had to put the floor kind of together just to see, and I think it's about 12 inches in diameter, and this is 16, so it should be more than plenty enough for this. So, and then, of course, you got those figures you got to put together, and I've got a lot of surgery to do on these plastic pieces. A lot of surgery, wallowing some stuff out, and wallowing screens out, and fixing up screens. So this is really, really interesting here. And here are the floor parts. Yeah, like I said, they are in pieces. But when you assemble them, it assembles to about 12 inches diameter. So, okay, so that's those pieces. There's your decals. I don't think I'm going to be using these decals. And just a lot of odds and ends and stuff. And then, of course, this is from Paragraphics. And it's the bridge display screen. So, yeah, everything that you need for the display screens. And I'm trying to figure out a way, because you have you got three screens here. And I'm trying to figure out a way, see if I can make this to where these are, what do you call it? Interchangeable. Somehow make up some kind of a rig, or not a rig, a kind of slip thing where I can slip these in, and the person can decide what kind they want. So I'm gonna have to think about this for a little bit and figure out, see if I can do that or not. I guess it's been done. I've never seen it done before, but I'm sure it can be done. It seems logical. Listen to me. Sound like Mr. Spock. Fascinating. Okay, so this is the bridge Photo-etch set. So all your little consoles and whatnot, little things. are right here. So look at that, man. I got some work cut out for me. I mean, having to get these things to line up with, say, this to line up with this. That's going to be really interesting how I'm going to do that. If I had a small enough drill bit, I would be able to drill those out. And I mean, it ain't impossible. It ain't impossible. So I may think about doing that. Just be careful not to damage the photo etch. It's pretty thin. But, very, very interesting. So I've got my work cut out for me. Definitely cut out. Okay, so that is that. And then here is the Starling kit. As always, when you purchase from Starling, he sends you through email the instructions. And you can look through them, and they are pretty extensive on this kit from what I've seen. I got the pre-wired harness. You can get them where I think you put your own LEDs on, but I like to have them pre-done, and just kind of just saves a little bit of time. And you know, I'm not much of a fan with putting LEDs on. I have gotten a lot of my LEDs from Evan Design, which are pre-made, so I have kind of been trained to not put LEDs together, to have them pre-made. So I guess that's my handicap. But anyways, I'm glad he's able to do that. And then that's pretty much it, I think, other than this wooden painting panel. It's what it is. It's supposed to be a wooden painting panel, but I'm going to use this for a base. And I'm thinking, I guess 5-minute epoxy, some kind of epoxy to put the diorama on top of this will work. I assume it will. And so, by the way, the box art on this is pretty cool. I mean, look at those pictures. I mean, it's like you looking right into the actual episode, ain't it? You know, I could just sit here and look at this box all day long and just pick out details. That's really cool. There's a lot of footage right there. A lot of little footage stuff. So, anyways, that's really cool. Anything back here? Yeah, there's a little bit back here. Let's check this out. Wow, look at that. So that's what it looks like when it's done. Oh, what I forgot to say is with this light kit, it's like 2 settings, I think. Of course, the first one is you press a button and the lights turn on, and you press another button. Let's see, how does that work? I'm not really sure how that works. You've got lights, you've got sound, regular bridge sounds, and then you've got a red alert sound, which is really cool. So, yeah, I've really got my work cut out for me, and I am a little bit nervous because I have never, ever done this kit before. Actually, I've kind of steered myself away from it because just kind of, it's been a little, I've seen builds of this, and they look absolutely fantastic, but I am going to definitely try my hand at this. And so I think it's time to get started with this build. So I guess what we will start with is doing the floor, putting the floor together, and start doing some surgery on this plastic stuff. And I think we'll go from there. So let's get started. I see on the instructions it says there are several ways you can do this, but like you can take these out and just kind of wallow everything and re-scratch build. What I'm going to do is just see where I've got those little boxes marked. They're marked in that blue. That's the border. That's what I'm going to actually cut. I'm not going to do any scratch building or take any of this out and rebuild it. I am just going to, it's going to be a little bit of a work, but I am going to just cut out these blue, what I colored blue with this little marker here, which shows me my border line, and I'm just going to do it with this Dremel here, and just do it that way, and then just carefully carve out the rest with sandpaper and all. It'd take a little longer, but I think it'd probably be actually, for me, the best way, as I really don't want to do any scratch building on this. So let's try this out and see what happens.
Okay, so that is about what I'm looking at. Now I decided here, I just decided to wallow that out since I didn't see these, but you've got these little things. So these are for this. So I didn't know that, so that will make it a whole lot easier in fixing this. So that's basically the way it is, and I've got to do, what is it, I think 10 more of these. Just wallowing that out first, and then I've got to put the Photo-etch and everything else in there. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Okay, y'all, a little update on this bridge. I have been sitting here putting Photo-etch on, as you can see. I didn't want you to see the whole thing. I know it'd be really boring, and I don't want this to be another 20 or 30 minute video per episode like I did the robot. There was just so much to that thing, but I think I have learned a little bit better and learned how to refine things so it won't take so long to do a video. That was just too long to me. But anyways, as you can see, here are some of the Photo-etch. Just kind of working on it a little bit. Very interesting stuff. I'm trying to figure out with these, which is, let's see where these go. Get them out of my fingers. Okay, these go in these little areas, and there's different ones. And of course the instructions tell you where each one goes. Let's see, this is kind of confusing. And so the parts, the walls go here. Like, say, I think something, I don't know if it's Okura's or somebody's, just say it goes right there. So this is the donut, the floor, the raised floor, I guess you could say, but this is the, let's just say right now this is Okura's station. And I have to kind of go by pictures now, because what I went and did was, I guess this is the way they are. When I cut that through, I guess, well, there's a number on that one. Okay, that one's got a number, but I think some of the numbers on these, like this one, some of the numbers were inside of this screen. So, wait a minute, there's part of the number right there. So 8 something. I wonder what 8 something is. And so anyways, it gives you a diagram, or not a diagram, but a little chart here. Shows you where everything goes, but some of them are numberless, so of course that's got a number. Maybe I've got enough in here. That definitely got no number on it, so I'll just have to kind of figure it out and probably just kind of guess, because, oh boy, these are going to be really interesting, having to figure out how these go. Oh boy, each one of those is different, and each one of those is a different part. So I've got to, now the super glue kind of does give you about maybe 10 seconds work time, so that should be enough. As long as you keep the metal part moving, the super glue won't start biting until you finally just kind of just leave it alone and let it stay still, and then it will start biting. But that's why you got to kind of work it real quick and just keep moving until you have it pretty much where you need it. That's the way I do it. I don't know if that's ethically how you do it, but that is the way I do it. So anyways, yeah, and I've got to do each one of these like that, and so I'm kind of just a little bit, I don't know, I've never done this kit before, and so I'm really kind of going over it and just well, I'd take that back. I've done it before, but I have done it not lighted, but I've done, I think, 2 or 3 of these not lighted, and to me, they turned out pretty good. But this is a new animal because I'm having to light it and just kind of having to work things out. And so, okay, that's what I've gotten done. So I've gotten those little Photo-etch parts there done, and I've gotten this, these little things done. And oh yeah, I've got this, and here's this one. Yeah, I always like that little display thing right there. I don't know why, I just always like that on the show. It just really looked cool to me seeing that. But so that's the parts so far, and here is what I'm planning on doing is, like I said, you know, this thing has regular lights and then it has red alert. So when this thing goes red alert, which is, let's see, here's a piece right here, that'll blink red, and then there's a red alert light here. And then, of course, there's one right there. And then I think one of these is going to have, or maybe both of these, going to have red alert on them. I got to do some cleanup on that. But I think it's looking pretty good so far. We'll see as the build goes on. So that's that so far. Okay, so I will do some more work and get these put in and figure out what part is what, and I will write the number down here so I won't lose it and I know which part is which, and that way when the time comes to assemble this crazy thing, I will be able to put those in there. Okay, so I will catch you in just a little bit, so hang on just a little bit while I do a couple little things, and then I will get right back with you. Okay, slowly but surely, a little more progress. I've got those little panels back here, I've got them put on. And so now I'm going to have to tackle this, which is going to be, going to be kind of fun. Oh, I finally did kind of figure out what is what. So I numbered them on the back, like that one's 8, this one is 36. The ones with the big, or the single wide screens, those go on this side, which this is where the captain sits, and this is the oh goodness. That's the door, and so this area right here, so all these go, of course you probably know that, but all these go right here, and then the two screens will go on this side, which just it's a no-brainer to figure that out. And of course one on this side and one on that side, so even though I've lost the numbers, I can still figure it out and figure out which one goes where, and just kind of go from there. Like 14 goes 1, 2, 3, I think here goes here. Anyways, they're all numbered. Like there's 14 right there, and then I've got 12, and it goes on and on and on. So so now I'm able to know that, you know, what goes where. So that's a good thing. So now I got to figure a way to put these on. So next time you see these, they will have these consoles on them. So stay tuned in just a bit. Okay, a quick look at all the pieces. I have gotten them photo etched, and that was a lot of photo etch. I'm gonna tell you, that was a lot, because you know, each console is an individual. Try and say that a bunch of times. It is an individual piece, so I had to kind of just put those on the best I could. And so now I'm going to prime this, and I think the primer will kind of clean that up if there are any kind of you know, overspill on glue, just a little bit. I think primer will clean that up nicely. But they're pretty much ready for priming. I'm not going to really focus on lighting right now, but as I want to get one giant at a time done, as you know what I mean. So to keep from getting overwhelmed with it, as this is a really pretty big project. But okay, so what I'm going to do now is prime it, and then we will start with the paint work and get this thing ready for whatever step comes next. Oh, I do want to tell you, like this screen right here, that box right there, I didn't see no photo etch for it, and I really don't see no screen for it either. And so what I'm going to do, yeah, see that little box, which is a screen. I'm going to use the decal that the thing came with, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that liquid mask that I use to fill that in, so paint won't get in there, and then that way it'll be able to be see-through, and I'll be able to put that decal in there, and it should be able to light up if I understand it right. Also on this one, I'll do the same thing with that, and just use the decal for that, as I didn't see any screens for that, which is kind of odd, but anyways. But what I did, I will show you. I made some holes here in the back because I'm thinking about putting a lot of fiber optics in there, kind of making it move around a little bit, but I'm not sure yet. So I put those little holes in there for now, so I'll be able to really get in there and do some detail lighting if I want to. So also here, yeah, also on the seats, you can see back here. Yeah, so I should be able to get some good lighting in there. So okay, let's move on. Okay, so I've got the upper floor for the bridge. The color I'm going to use for it is the Tamiya Dark Sea Gray. And I think that'd be the best color for this. And so I got my airbrush ready, so I'm about ready to start painting this thing and get some color on here. So let's get that done real quick. Okay, I have primed out these pieces, the first primer stage, and I'm just kind of right now taking a Brillo pad and just kind of going over the Photo-etch to kind of help clean up that transition just a little bit, and I'm probably going to need to do some more, but it is looking a whole lot better. There's a little place right there where I cut a little too far. I'm going to take some putty and fix that up. There's a little place right there. Just kind of take some putty and really quickly fill that in. That shouldn't be no big deal. Everything is looking pretty good, I believe. I got to do some more on that, but it's definitely coming along. But yeah, I got to do a little bit more touch up, a little bit more work on this to get that stuff just a bit cleaner than what it is right now. But to me, this is the best thing to do, is to use a Brillo pad and kind of just go over the brass Photo-etch, and it'll kind of smooth it out between the plastic and the Photo-etch a little bit more. So I have a lot of trouble. I use CA glue, and it seems like no matter how little CA glue I use, it just kind of, you know, it kind of seeps on the outer edge, and it kind of gives you a little not too good look. I'm always struggling with that. I'm not sure why, but just kind of trying to remedy that a little bit. This side looks pretty good here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I have a little bit to do on there too. So, okay, so we're coming along, but I got to do some more work. So I will get back with you in just a bit. Okay, so what I saw in the pictures on the box is outside right now. I've got some stuff painting, but what I saw in those pictures is right here on the edge, probably about this much all the way around. There's a black trim. I guess it's trim, some kind of trim or something. I'm not really sure what it was in real life, but it's clearly black trim that goes all the way around here, here, and also on this thing. Same thing, just black trim. And it kind of stops maybe about there, or maybe a little more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of tape and just kind of tape these off, and on this one I'll have to do it one at a time. Just kind of do a place and paint it, and then do another place, paint it, and then do another place and paint it, and just kind of be a little slow process like that to get this done. But let me do that real quick and kind of show you what I'm going to do. Okay, to show you what I'm doing here, as you can see, these little lips here is going to be black that I have taped off. You got little lips, or little what do you call them? I don't know what you call them. Little trim. I guess you just call it trim. I'm not sure, but yeah, that right there is going to be painted black completely. And so let me do that real quick, and I will show you what it looks like, and then we will get to this. Alrighty, a quick look at the figures that I did. As you can see, I did the two Kirk, Chekhov, and Sulu, I think it is, and then Uhura here, and then let's see, I think that's Mr. Spock, and this one is Dr. McCoy. I can't remember. I think that is. And so on the yellow ones, I just used plain old XF3 flat yellow for these, and of course on her. And also these little rails here. Oh yeah, and this helm piece. So these these things right here and her, I used XF flat red, and in these, you know, the shirts aren't blue, you know, they're kind of like a baby blue like. So I kind of mixed some stuff up. I already had some, I think it's sky blue mixed up. To me, it's sky blue, and then it was mixed up, I think, a little bit lighter from another, some kind of project I did, and I just put in some flat Tamiya blue in that, and a little bit of white, and kind of just mix that together. And so I'm not exactly sure what the colors, but I think it's pretty close what I'm going to be using. So I got to paint that backrest stuff. I got to paint that black. And as you can see, the Photo-etch there, added those little triangles there, which this kit does not have the triangles. So the Photo-etch provides that for you, which is really cool. So, okay, so what I've got to do now, I've got to, I think I'm good on the yellow. I don't know if any of y'all have trouble, but I have such a hard time, having the yellow to cover. So I have to put it on airbrush. It's just a bit thicker than most other paints, but I guess that's the way that goes. Yellow and white, it seems to be the hardest, which is duh, I guess it is that way, ain't it? Okay, so let me I already painted up the gray screens, the top screens on the side walls, and so I've got to kind of mask those off so as I can put the regular gray color on the walls. So let me do that real quick and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I wanted to show you real quick was these screens here. As you can see, are supposed to be gray. These inner screens are supposed to be gray, right here where this border is, and then out here is supposed to be the light gray color. So all this is primer right now, but I'm just kind of showing you. I already painted the dark gray, which is dark sea gray, XF54. So that's what I use for the dark gray, but what I've got to do is kind of like this, so I've got to mask that off. Now, I know some of you have pointed out and told me that there are better masks out there other than this blue junk, and I promise you, I think I'm going to get some. I'm just kind of, for one thing, kind of waiting for this to run out, but I'm going to get some probably within the next build series or so. We'll see, but I will do better. But right now, this stuff will work just fine. It just kind of work with it a little bit. So what I'm doing is just kind of masking these off so as I can keep that gray while I paint the light gray on there. And then I'll take my toothpick again and just kind of push it down and make sure it's kind of just stuck in there pretty good. I'm sure I'm going to have some touch-ups I'm going to need to do with the dark sea gray once I pull this tape off. Maybe not. I may surprise myself, but I might. So, okay, let's, I got to do some more. So let me do that real quick and get these, get the rest of these done. Okay, a quick little look at the floor, the raised floor, that is. What I'm going to have to do is this part right here. Other than this, which is, I'm taping it off, I'm getting that little black border painted up right now, but this is going to go something like, let's see, where does this go? Okay, it goes right here, minus the tape, don't worry about the tape, but minus the tape, this is going to go here, but there's nothing here. I don't know why. There had to be a reason why
add anything for this floor right here in the kit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some sheet plastic, like, let's see what we got here. Yeah, like this. Let's see, I think this, yeah, 12 by 12.030. I'm going to use this. It's just some sheet plastic. I'm going to paint it up kind of the same color as the rest of the interior, which I think this bottom part is usually a lighter color than this top part here. And so I'm going to paint that up and kind of glue it underneath, and so I'll have a nice little floor down there. And again, I'm not exactly sure why they didn't add a floor to that, but anyways, I'm going to do it, so there's going to be no trouble there. Okay, so let me go out and paint the walls and everything, and then I will get right back with you. Okay, I wanted to show, this is the bottom floor that I will be using. I think I got to put another coat or two on it, but this is just regular old sheet plastic that I just primed over and painted over, that I'm just going to put there in that little hole that, let me see if I can find that on here. Yeah, which is right here, this little area right here. There's nothing there. There's no plastic. There's nothing. So I've got to kind of make that up. So that's what this is for. And I'll just kind of, when the time comes, I will glue it up in there and kind of just carefully glue it, of course, and just kind of work it in there like that. So that's that. Alrighty, I got the coat on there. It's drying. That's why you might see a few little shiny spots. Once that dries, it should be pretty flat. But I think I'm going to wrap this up for this video. The next one, we will start doing some painting on the black right here and getting that tape off, and start getting some good color on this thing, and then possibly even doing some decal work and some back panel light work and stuff like that. And so, okay, please don't forget to like, please subscribe if you enjoy these videos and want to see some more, as I have more coming very soon. Of course, this next part will be coming soon, maybe within the next week or two, we'll see. So with that, I'll close you out. So until I see you again, stay safe, take care, and keep modeling.